We're touring the other part of Synaxis Press. Well, it isn't actually. This is where we have the binding done after we printed the books. And this is the chief binder, Skip, and his wife Rosemary's out at the moment, but they have a bindery company where they both collate and bind. And very often we bring items here to have them both collated and bound. And it's rather fascinating machinery that they've done. I thought you might be interested to see how the binding part of it does work. This particular binder folds. It will collate, as you can see the row of books to be collated, brings them down and staples them. But instead of the ordinary staples that one uses, this makes staples as it goes
Video camera
to the right size. And you see these spools of wire. It will manufacture its own staples to fit the size of the booklet that it has. The paper drills. It's a finished product.
This machine collates. It folds it and staples it on the spine and trims the front edge all in one operation.
All in one operation. Yeah, and of course saves a lot of money actually by forming its own staples instead of having to buy hundreds of different sizes. Take a look at it. As you see, it's collating. It drops the pages in the proper place. They come to the place that it's stored and folded over. Stapled. At this point, they'll be stapled in the middle and folded as they go through the rollers.
I've got a problem down.
And then, and come out finished. The books that we do here, that we have bound, are bound on a machine. Looks quite a bit like an antique or something now. An older machine, but one of the best. And what happens, the books are placed in these things. They're open to the width of the book. And as the machine spins, it roughs up the edges of the book so that the hot glue will take in it. Comes around to the glue pot, and the glue is put on, and the cover is slapped on very quickly and hard, so that because the glue dries fairly quickly. And this is sort of end product that one gets. Those of you who have Synaxis Press books will have seen the process in the finished product. But it's interesting that this will take 5 books at a time and be constantly loaded. The bottoms have to be roughed up a little, almost like with a roughing file or something, and then comes around, and the glue is almost like plastic when it's this is the glue pot, and if you were to feel it, you would think you were touching or feeling plastic.
Comes in pellets.
These pellets, sort of like Chiclets gum. This is the glue before it's used, and it really does feel like plastic pellets. It's an exceptionally strong glue, but also retains some flexibility after the binding. And it's an interesting process to watch, but a delicate machine to set up and operate. So it's not the sort of thing you'd have in a publishing house the size of ours, and we're quite grateful that we have this service here. So the other different types of collator binders that go. Skip, is this one collate or bind?
It's collates.
This one just collates. So you put different pages in, and as it goes around, it takes one page at a time and puts it in its proper place for the book to be finished. And for years we collated books by hand, and as you can imagine, that takes an enormous amount of time. As you see, it just picks up the pages and collates, and then they're taken to the binders.
This is extra long just for the bottom sheet, so we know that it's finished up.
Just finished up.
It's 8:30, 11.
Oh yeah. So this would be more or less what our books are collated on.
Oh yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
So,
This is the way it comes out.
oh yeah, okay. So these extra pages?
I'll explain later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The extra.
Okay. So that gives you an idea of how our books are finished off. You've seen our publishing house before, so you know the process of printing and all. So I thought people might be a little interested in seeing this. Thank you. God bless.